Good evening everyone, I'm Nathan, here with my wonderful wife Laura.
Hello.
And we're here to do a review and full playthrough of the Game of Life, specifically the 40th Anniversary Edition, which Laura brought brand new.
Yes, when it came out in the year 2000. So this one is not a new release of the Game of Life. That would mean that this year in 2020 that it's the 60th anniversary.
Wonder if they released one. Let us know.
But yeah, so I bought this when it came out new. This is kind of, I guess, my normal Game of Life version that I grew up playing. Well, not grew up playing. I wasn't that young when I bought it.
So like Payday, the board game, the Game of Life actually has quite a lot of variations depending on which version you pick up.
Yeah, they're only slight. The gameplay is generally the same in all of them, and it's more just little side things that are different.
I think this one's got a nice balance overall.
Well, again, I've had this one for 20 years, so, you know, I obviously enjoy it.
Alright.
Let's get into it, because it will probably take us quite a while to play through it. So if you haven't seen the Game of Life or are not familiar with it, the idea is to make the most money you can as going through a normal life. Yeah.
Get married, houses, and challenges along the way.
So we have a plastic tray to put pretty much everything we need in it.
We have our money, insurance, and bank loan notes in there.
Yep, so this is automobile insurance. We'll explain all of these as we get going, but we'll try and get set up. So we can pop those in there. We then have homeowners insurance, just there. These are all a fairly thin paper, so you do have to be quite careful.
The worst note of all.
Your bank loan, you do have to pay interest on those, and all the details of that are on there. There's quite a lot of those, just in case.
And then dollary dues.
So we have 5,000, that's your lowest denomination. We have 10,000.
20?
20,000, 50,000, and 100,000, and all of these are the same, just kind of thin paper. I'm going to show you those while I
Then we
set
have
this up.
the cards, we have the houses.
There's quite a few different ones.
The careers you can take during your game.
During your life.
During your life. And we have stock certificates, which we'll also explain. I think they go 1 to 9, if I believe.
Yes.
Because number 10 is a special number. And then we have the salaries, which go with the careers.
So how much money you can make for your job. And obviously you want the bigger ones.
I believe the top one's 100,000, the lowest is 20,000.
Yes. And believe me, if you're playing a two-player game and one of you gets 20 and one of you gets 100,000,
it's pretty much
going to be a struggle.
Yeah. And we have the main part of the board, which is the spinner, which I'm not sure is actually seated properly, but
there you go. So no die or dice in this one. There's all the money in the tray, and we still have some room here for our little people pegs as well.
We have more parts of the board which you have to assemble. The newer versions of the board game, it's one-time assembly. You put them all together and the board sort of folds on the top. This one you have to place the pieces in every time you want to play.
So let's actually get the board out so we can start setting those up. That's one of the things I like about this game, is that it's a 3D kind of board.
And I'm a sucker for 3D and electronics for my board games.
And you don't see as many games these days that actually have those sort of parts. Now, we're probably going to struggle a little bit here. It's quite a large board.
So we might have to maybe move the camera a bit or something.
Yeah, so we'll do our best. So you might need to pick up, Nathan's got little pieces hiding over there and I can't put the board down flat. You want to get them all out?
I'm trying.
Hang on.
My hands are all full of houses.
So we're going to start on this side of the board here, and then we'll show you the other side more kind of when we get over to that point.
Dump.
Alright, so all these pieces have to go in, and they are all letter coded. So there's a little tiny letter L here, and there's an L on the bottom of the spinner. So we know that this goes in here. One side hooks in and the other ones just sit in there to keep it steady.
They can be a bit of a pain when you're doing it on camera though.
Yeah, when you've got to lean over. We also have little white buildings, so these are hollow plastic.
And they're just for fun. They don't serve any gameplay purpose, but
no, they do all go where you might expect them to go. So we have a little chapel there, and that goes down here near the get married space. So again, if you're not familiar with the game, we will explain more about the actual gameplay as we get into it. We also have a white bridge. I think this is C, yeah. I've had it for long enough I kind of remember them.
Alright, now.
In general now.
I've got B.
That's over near me, so I can pop that one in.
There you go. We
get
have
this
E.
sample.
E. I think we've done the Simpsons version of this too, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we have a couple of other Game of Life versions already up on the channel, so feel free to set those out. Nathan's going to need to pop this one in because it actually goes over there. H, I don't
It's
remember.
just here.
Okay.
Alright.
Go.
E.
We have K.
E goes here. I can't quite get that in.
Okay, well, I'll swap you. The K's just here.
Yeah.
And the other ones going over here. So this is the retirement area. This is actually where we will be finishing the game.
J.
J's just here.
So there's two places you can end. You can do, was it? I'll let you explain.
Let's get to the retirement later. How about we set up to play and then we'll talk about gameplay as we get moving.
Right,
so we
play.
each need a playing piece.
Now you be blue, I assume.
Sure.
I know.
So we've lost a person. These are little vehicles. You can fit 6 little pegs in the top. Again, they're just hollow plastic in this version.
And here you've got green, orange, yellow, red, and white sort of cars.
So 6 people can play this game at any given time.
I assume you're starting, and you are of the female variety, so you get a pink peg.
Yeah, so totally your choice, but there are pink and blue for females and males. You can pick whichever. It really has no relevance to the actual gameplay.
And I'm going to
You
be...
just pop this in here on the driver's side, at least in Australia. Other countries obviously would be on the other
And
side.
I'm going to be white because it stands out more when we're playing.
Okay, so this is the starting area here, just next to the spinner. And we have 2 different routes we can take. The side I'm assuming I'm going down, we're going to do one each, is Start College. Oh, here's the one you dropped before. Oh, Start College. So that's the side I'm going to go around. So it's a little bit longer before I get into the main part of the board.
And you also get a big loan have to be taken out for college.
So if you want to go to college, of course it costs money in real life, and it does in the game as well. So I'm going to borrow $40,000.
Which is 2 notes.
Yep, 20,000 each, and I will have to pay these back either at the end of the game or sometime during gameplay if I've got the
At
money.
the start of your turn.
With interest, so you pay back 25,000 for each one.
And shall we put the life tokens, which we should probably explain in the board?
Yes, so every time you land on a space like these, it has the little life symbol. You read what's on there and you collect a life token.
But you don't look at them until you get to the end and you retire.
Yes. So on the other side of them, just to show you an example though, they have something you've achieved in your life. As well as a
humanitarian award, $100,000. That gets added onto your total on-hand money count.
At the end of the game.
And whoever's got the most amount of money, including these tiles, is the winner.
So you definitely want to try and get the good ones. Of course, they're random, so you don't know. 4 of those actually head across here to Millionaire Estates Retirement, which we'll talk about maybe when we get there.
Oops.
And the rest are just available for when you land on spaces.
All right.
If we run out of these during the game, you can actually take them from another player.
Which I've never really had happen with only 2 players.
Not in a 2-player game. It generally happens more with more players.
All right, did you want to put those in the
Hang on,
trailer?
so we were talking about starting. So I'm going to go the college route. It gives me some benefits, but also obviously the drawback is the loan. The benefit is I can have 3 career options and 3 salary options and then pick my choice or the best value. Nathan's going to go the other way, which is just starting a career, so you will have no choice.
But I also get an extra payday and I'm quicker off the mark.
Yes, so, you know, it depends on how it ends up working out.
Salary cards.
We start the game with $10,000 each, and I've got my loans, and of course Nathan doesn't.
The stock cards are over there.
Alright, I'm going to be the banker, presumably.
It's on your side.
Yep, so
Career cards.
all these go over here.
House deeds.
Okay, and was there one more part?
That's
There, here,
Oh,
on the
yes.
board. Yeah, there was one more. I was going to say, hang on.
Alright,
So they're all separate. They've all been shuffled.
those are the sides, so not in the middle of the board. Or should we put them in?
That's alright, I've got them now. I'll pass them out.
Alright.
Alright, so Nathan, do you want to go first? Because you can actually start by getting a career. Oh yeah, we have to spin. Spin to see who goes first, it does say, doesn't it?
I get a 2, which means I go first.
3. Alright, so I'm going first. So I will spin and start moving because I can't start a job yet. I'm on my way to college. So 1, 2, 3. Make new friends. And I get... Where did I... Now I forgot where I put them. A life token, but I can't look. So I'm just going to pop it down here.
And I shall take 1 random career card and 1 random salary.
So because Nathan's starting a career, we automatically... Hang on. give him a career card.
I should mention, when you complete college, you get a degree. So if I get any jobs here that require a degree, I've got to put it back and pick another one.
Yep, so pick one at random and let's see what you get.
Degree required.
There you go, yeah. So that's one of the ones that you can't be, so
Doctor,
try again.
doctor, give me the news. I've got a salesperson career for you.
Alright, so you'll notice there's a little salesperson symbol on there. Some of the board spaces actually have those symbols on them
Right here.
as well, and here. If I land on one of those spaces, whatever value is on the space, this one's paid 10,000 to upgrade a computer.
Goes to me.
Goes to the same
And if I land on it, I don't pay anything.
Yep. If you land on one that a player in the game doesn't have, say the entertainer, because neither of us were that,
But bank time.
goes into the bank.
And
Yep.
there is one more special one. The police officer only has, I think, one space on the board. But every time...
Which is not that one.
Not that one. But every time someone, other than the player who's a police officer, spins a 10, they get fined $5,000 for speeding, which goes to the police officer.
Police officer has to notice that that happens though,
Yeah.
and say, hey, you're speeding, pay me $5,000. Alright, you need your salary to go with your career.
I am going to not do that well in this game.
Okay.
But there are opportunities to change my salary and my career.
As we go, yeah. So 30,000 for you for every payday, which is the green spaces that you land on or pass. You
Yes.
get them all. You don't have to land on them.
And you can
to
go
get
through
them.
multiple paydays in one go.
Yes. Okay. One.
I'll have my $30,000 dues, please.
Yep. So if you land on a payday, you just get your.
You don't
pay.
get double or anything weird like that.
Nope. Nothing else happens. The orange spaces are things that if you land on, you have to do.
Just follow the steps.
Yep. The red ones you have to actually stop, do something, and then you get
So
another turn.
if I'm, say, here and I roll a 10, I stop there and forfeit the rest of my moves.
Yep.
And then perform whatever action is on that red space.
Yep. And the blue ones, when we get to those, are optional. So we'll talk about them maybe when we land on or pass them. All right.
Spin! 4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes!
Spring break. Pay $5,000.
Yes!
So I'll pop that in the bank and get some change.
I'm actually winning for the next 2 turns.
Until I get a pay.
If it gets stuck in between 2 numbers, the rule book actually says spin again.
Yep, because it can happen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got a payday.
Yep, you always do your pay first before you do whatever action is on the space you land on.
30,000 space bucks.
There you go.
And I don't want to read out the space, so it's your turn.
Nathan is lost and he has to miss his next turn.
So it's mirroring me in real life now, I see.
Okay.
Alright, 6.
6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm at the stop, so I don't get the rest of my move. And this is my career choice.
Could you pass me the career card? So you got to, it says fan them out.
Yep.
Now,
Now, because I went to college, I get to pick 3, and then I have my choice of which of the 3 I would like. So, my options are artist, computer consultant, or the police officer. Now, all 3 of these are, these 2 all have roughly the same amounts of spaces on the board and values. The police officer, as we explained, was indeed different.
I will mention the police officer actually isn't that useful when you're only playing 2 players overall.
If you don't get a lot of people rolling a 10, you kind of don't get much for it, so I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to go with the artist today.
Beautiful. So you put those cards back, please. And then the celery cards, not the celery that you eat.
So I also get a choice of 3 of these, and then I'm of course going to pick the highest one. So I have 80,000, 90,000, or 40. So
Well, I'm boned.
we'll go with 90,000. If I have to pay taxes, it has that amount on there as well.
All right, put the celery cards back.
Now I could lose that.
You
There
could.
are things that make
So
you change.
the blue space and a couple of others do that. I lost a turn because I was lost, so it's your
Well,
turn.
no, I'm actually on a stop space. So when you have to stop on something, you actually get to spin again and keep moving for 1 more turn, which means I'll then get another turn because you've also lost your turn. All right, so this is my spin again from my stop. 1, 2. So I've now passed a payday.
And you've landed on a life token space.
So there's my 90,000 pay.
You got a pet.
Yeah, adopt a pet. So,
And
gotta remember where I put the pile.
you can't adopt that black cat we've seen around here.
Yeah, we've seen a cat for real in around our house. All
I've
right,
lost a turn, so it's your turn.
my turn again.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I will
7.
mention, if you land on an already occupied space, you've got to go 1 space ahead of that one and then action whatever space you've
Whatever
landed
you
on.
ended up on. Yep.
Should we explain the stock
Alright.
spaces?
Yeah, so you can buy a stock. at any time, really. These have each different number off the number. What's it called? The spinner.
The spinner, except the number 10 because that is reserved for the police officer.
Yep. So what happens is you buy one of these for $50,000, and then when anybody throughout the game spins your number, you collect $10,000 from the bank. They can be really useful, and sometimes they're not.
As per usual, with 2 players, the stock is not that useful because you got to have someone spin at least 5 of the same number.
Just to cover your cost.
You only have 1 stock card per once, unless you land on a specific stock space, which says you can take another stock.
Yes, so you can only have 1 at a time.
You can also lose that stock card on a certain space too.
Yes. Alright, now it's your turn.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flat tire, miss a turn. I will take my
That's
pay.
because you're reversing through life.
Alright, can I please have
Yeah, so Nathan passed the payday that I'm on there.
Speaking of reversing real life, remember the time when our car lost its reverse gear? Ah, good times.
Yes.
8.
Okay, I won't get to move 8, however, because there's a stop and get married space.
Now, would you like
So
to
this
be...
one comes with a life token. So I get to take one of those, and then you pop another peg in
So do
your
you
car.
want to be a chickie babe or a
I'll
hot...
take a blue one.
Oh.
Again, totally your choice. I'm putting in a blue one, because I'm obviously married to Nathan, so...
Oh. So you get to spin again because it's a stop space. Once I actually get in the
I
car.
can't get to sit in there, yep.
8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I pass. Oops, car crash.
Oh, no wonder I've got a flat tyre.
Sorry. So I passed a payday, so I take that. And then my taxes are due. No!
Yeah.
Alright, so my taxes are 40.
Which is based on the salary card taxes due.
Yeah, so Nathan's is lower, yours is 10,000.
Because I'm a
should you
poor,
need
what am I, a salesperson?
Yeah.
Alright,
Now, there's no,
I've got a flat tyre anyway.
sorry, there's no accountant in the game, so that money goes straight into the bank.
Correct.
Whereas if Nathan was an accountant, I would have paid him the money, or if it was me, I wouldn't have paid.
Alright, spin that
Yeah,
wheel.
so now I have another turn because you've got a flat tyre, right? I've had a
And
lot of turns. Alright, so, oh, there we go.
it doesn't really matter because guess...
Move it, I'm moving myself. 1, 2, up, start. Buy a house. So this is the last stop space on the board, and this time I get to pick a house. You just pick one.
Just the one.
Whatever you get is what you're stuck with. Now, if you can't afford it, because some of them are expensive.
Bank loans.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I've got the beach house, only 50 yards from Monsoon Beach. Oh boy. Sundeck, boat dock, hurricane wall, hurry while it lasts. From High Winds Realty, $140,000.
If you didn't get the joke, all the properties are puns and
Yes.
jokes. Do you
Yes,
get it?
they
Because
are.
Monsoon Beach, you wouldn't want to buy a beach house and ha ha ha.
Alright, so $140,000. Now, I can also then buy insurance, and it has the insurance amount. It's more expensive for a more expensive house, or vice versa, cheaper if it's cheaper.
And that protects you if you land on any ones like, you know, a flood or something, which are actually usually the highest penalties on the board.
Yes, there's a few very big ones. So I am indeed going to buy some homeowners insurance. Why
Alright.
not?
And you can only buy at the start of your own turn.
Well, it's not the start of my turn.
Well,
I'm in the middle of my turn, so I get to spin again because I'm on a stop. Nathan, you'll get a turn eventually, I promise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I went past a payday. And then
yeah.
furnish baby room. Not that I have a baby, as you can see in the car. Pay $5,000
To me.
to the salesperson.
Yeah. I'm rich.
There you go.
Alright, no, do I get a turn yet?
Now you get a turn.
What's the
yes.
point? I'm going to get stopped. Oh, I now get a 10.
Well, there's no police officer, so you can't get caught
Alright.
speeding if there's no police officer in the game. Thank goodness.
I'm going to
You're
go
getting married?
for a husband this time.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
I see.
I'm sorry, Laura.
I'm out.
It's over. So I spin again because I'm on stop. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, sorry, did you take your life token?
I did not.
Because you get one for getting married.
Alright, and I am on a blue space, which is an optional space. Night school, pay 20,000. If I do, I get a choice of 2 careers.
Yes. So if Nathan can pay for that, he can take 2 career cards, 2 salary cards to hopefully improve what he's currently on.
I think at this point with my salary,
Or you can, if you pick them up, don't like them, you can stay with the one you already have.
Yeah,
but
well,
you're pretty low with your salary.
I'll
so.
pay $20 due, 20,000.
20,000, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so you pick 2, not 3.
Athlete and doctor. I'm going to go for the athlete.
Well, you can't be the doctor, so you don't really have a choice, do you?
I got my $5,000 from your baby furnishing room, so I'm happy.
Salesperson goes back.
Come on, there's only one. It's impossible for me to get lower because there's only one lower.
Well, yeah, I was going to say there is one lower you could pick up.
I'll go for the 100,000, thank you.
So now it's more than what I'm getting.
But if I hadn't landed on that, game over, I reckon.
Potentially.
All right.
Okay.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I went past a payday.
I'm initiating board move.
Yeah, we're moving over now. We're going to try and keep you on camera. I'm going to have to move my money over here. Hang on. Do you want to read mine for me? I can't quite
Hang on, let me just
see
adjust
it
this.
from here. I'm just moving things out of the way so when we move the board...
Baby girl.
Oh, baby girl. All right, so when you have any sort of baby, there's boys, girls, and twin spaces.
You go,
well.
girl.
You pick up the relevant coloured peg and pop into your cart.
You get a life token, of course, if you haven't already taken
I
one.
haven't taken one. I'm just trying to move everything over. Okay, now we can start to move a little bit.
All right, I'm almost dead down here. I'm so far behind. All right. 9.
That'll catch
1,
you up.
2, 3, 4. Bump, bump, bump.
Stop. All right, so you went past one page.
100,000 of your finest Earth dollars.
Okay. Now it's time for Nathan to buy a house on that one.
Let's take the one
Take
up
the top
top.
one.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I got the Blithering Heights Realty Library Parlour, Servants' Quarters, Marble Fireplaces, Wraparound Porch. It's
got
a
the
Victorian.
Victorian house.
Whoa.
Ooh, I think that is the most expensive one in the game.
It is indeed.
From
I'm just going
memory.
to move my stuff over.
Okay, so 200,000.
Oh, I don't need this stinky old
Oh
pay
yeah,
anymore.
get rid of your old salary. $200,000 for you. Do you even have that?
Ah,
No.
I'm just going to take 100,000 in loans.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. You got to pay 100,000 at least.
Yep.
And then you're going to take 100,000 in loans.
Yep.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100.
Because it's more annoying. It's better to have cash on hand, which is over there, so you can pay any penalties than it is going back and forth.
Well, I personally would have paid as much as I could have. I play differently to Nathan, obviously. I would have paid as much as I could, taken loans for what I couldn't pay.
Laura can't hear this. I'm lazy.
You're lazy. Okay, well, whatever. You'll have to
Spin
pay
again.
way more interest then.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I get 2 paydays,
Ooh.
200,000.
That covers the cost of your house, doesn't it?
Thank you. And I landed on the athletes.
So-
nothing for me, but it did say
50-yard line seats at the big game. Pay $20,000. But yes, because you've changed to athlete, costs you nothing. Free! Okay, so I'm going to buy my house insurance because otherwise I'm going to forget. It is $35,000, so I'll pop this in and get some change over here. I'm sorry you can't see my things.
Yeah, this
anymore
board is
on the back.
massive.
It is. Alright, so now I get my homeowner's insurance. So you can pause and read the details on there if you'd like. But it basically protects me from some bad spaces.
Also, all of the company names are jokes too.
They are indeed.
2.
2, 1, 2. Oh! Good
House
timing.
flooded. Pay
Yeah.
40,000 if not insured.
So I just saved myself, well, I didn't save a lot because obviously I had to pay $35,000, but I saved a little bit.
And it's already paid for itself. There are more spaces that impact the house.
Yeah, and so now I'm covered if I land on anything else bad.
So I need to pay 120,000 because I need 100,000 for my loan plus 5,000 each loan. That's 120.
What? 125,000.
Yes.
So you're gonna pay all your loans.
Yes.
So that's only 120.
I'm getting there. I'm giving you all my loans too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paying those off, so that goes back in the bank. I still have my loans to pay off as well. Okay, so it is your turn to spin now that we've paid all that off.
Oh, come on, please.
7.
1, 2, 3.
Now there's a choice here of where
4,
you'd
5,
like
6,
to go.
7, 4, 5. I am going to go up here and I'm going to visit Mount Rushmore and apparently
As you
throw
threw
my...
yourself out of the car.
I actually don't know where I've gone.
Nathan's lost his peg. Oh dear.
Well, maybe I fell around Mount Rushmore.
Maybe.
Wasn't there a secret cave in Richie Rich where the parents kept their fortunes and it was just all, you know? No? No? Okay.
Life token.
Thank you.
So that was a life space. Alright. I might pay off my loans. Actually, you've reminded me. So I've only got 2, so that works out to be $50,000. And away they go. You can also buy car insurance at any time if you want to as well. I believe it's 10,000 because you don't have different vehicles, so it's the same for everyone.
All right, spin that wheel. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Payday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go this way because I pass a payday, but also get a life token as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, baby girl, and I get to collect my pay. Thank you for putting my baby girl in. Now you might be thinking, why bother putting the people pegs in? It's to remember how many kids you have, because there are some education spaces.
It's like
you
X
pay per child,
yeah.
so it's important to keep track of that.
All right, so I'm going to pass a payday.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm apparently running for mayor.
Ooh, so that's a life token, and
you.
there is your pay.
It smells good.
Sniffing your money.
6.
6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going backwards through life again.
And you got a baby boy.
A baby boy and a life.
Life boy.
Token. So I've got 3 kids now. Not much room left in the car.
Yeah, we can almost do that in real life.
We don't have 3 kids. We only have 2 in real life.
I feel like 3 sometimes. You sure?
Yeah, your turn.
All right, spin that wheel. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get a payday. I also landed at night school, but I shan't do anything about it because I think I'm sitting pretty.
And it's also an optional space, so you don't
Correct.
have to. There is one where you actually lose your job and have to change careers. That is not blue. You have to follow through with that one.
All right.
And that's unfortunate if you've got a good salary.
Yeah, watch me land on it. 7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 2 paydays. So that's 180,000 for me.
You also volunteer at charity sports event. I must have been there, I reckon, because I'm a sports person.
So I get a life token for that one.
All right, spin that. Spin. Oh.
Spin again.
Oh.
1.
Learn CPR.
Okay.
Life token, thank you. 10.
10. There's no police officer, so I'm safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I went past.
And guess what you landed on?
Payday. Was that one of the kids' ones?
Yep.
I was just talking about. Okay.
Daycare pay $5,000 per spawn.
Child.
Child.
So I have 3 there, so that'll be 15,000.
What I found with any Game of Life is if you get a particularly good salary, a lot of the smaller spaces are just piddly and they don't really affect the game that much, but...
There are some big ones that do make a difference coming up, though.
1, 2, 3, 4. I win a photography contest and collect 10,000 and a payday. That will be 110,000, please.
There you are.
Thank you.
And was that a... No, that was money.
That was just a money one.
That wasn't a life.
No.
Okay.
6.
So I've got another decision coming up. I can either go this way or around through here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Family portrait, pay 35,000.
Now, I am the artist, so that'll be free for me if I go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Or taxes.
I'm going to go the artist way.
Oh,
1, 2,
God.
3, 4, 5, 6. Family portrait free for
Nothing
me.
happens for you.
I got a payday as well. So I know you can't see
7.
my money, but I am collecting it accurately
1,
off camera.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stock market crash, return 1 stock. I don't have any, but I will collect the pay, please.
There you go. Yeah, so if you have purchased a stock, you do have to return it there. You can then purchase another one on your next turn if you want to do that.
Alright. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I'm counting.
And you picked another artist one.
Donate to Art Institute, pay 25,000 or free for me, the artist.
So you get a payday.
Yep. Now you are meant to collect your pay before you do whatever is on the space as well. Otherwise, it can actually be quite easy to forget to collect your pay, and you don't want that because then you have less money.
Okay, so do I want to invest in a Broadway play for 15,000 or host a police charity ball? Well, me and my husband, I think, are definitely going to go in the Broadway play. What?
So either way, it was the same value.
So
the
it didn't
decision
matter.
here would factor into if maybe one of these careers was in play, either yours or someone else's.
Can I please have 5,000 in change?
Yeah.
It's an Emu musical.
Okay. Let us know if you know what that's in reference to in the comments down below. That is something.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just a pay for me.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
Spin that wheel. Spin. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And you've had an accident there.
Well, you know.
Is that 2 pays?
The play didn't go down so well, so you know how to do that. Yeah, 2 pays, but I owe you $25,000 because...
You're donating to the Art Institute.
Now, do I have that?
And I'm the artist.
You mean the artiste? There we go.
Thank you. Okay.
Spin again. Spin, spin.
I think it was just going to the 8 there at the end, but we'll go with the respin. 1, 2, 3. Trade salary card.
No, it was definitely an 8. It was definitely an 8.
So Nathan's isn't much more than me, but you know, 10,000 every pay.
But that was a blue, so that was
not?
also optional. So if Laura had 100,000, I had 20, she wouldn't obviously trade.
Of course not. Woohoo!
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Buy Lakeside Cabin. Pay 90,000.
So that is one of the ones that has more of an impact, especially if you have a small salary.
Boo.
There's your change.
Thank you. Because if I had my 30,000, that'd be 3 paydays. 1.
Buy a home gym. Pay $30,000 to the athlete, which is you.
You paying for part of my Lakeside
30,
Cabin.
wasn't it?
Yep. Come on.
There we go.
Thank you. I'm going to pass a payday shortly. 1.
Now you're only 90,000 now. I have to remember not to try and give you 100,000. There you are.
Thank you. Wait. Are you giving me 140,000?
Wrong one. Must have been one of them in the 50,000.
They call me
pile.
Honest John.
Thank goodness you said that. Phew. There would have been someone watching going, no, don't give me
Oh
that.
boy, good thing you're insured.
2, 1, 2. Tornado hits house. Pay $125,000 if not
Well, look where you're
insured.
living. What do you expect?
Yeah. So I did buy insurance.
I
so I'm
think
all
that's
good.
the most expensive on the board, if I
Yes.
recall.
I think there might be 2 at that same value for your house.
5.
So
1,
that
2,
house
3,
insurance
4.
can really help.
I'm really glad I'm not buying anything from the stock market because I just lost another one because the stock market crashed. 5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get a pay now at 100,000.
But you also sponsored a golf tournament and pay me 35,000.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
You love golf.
$35,000.
Alright, as long as I don't get a 1, I'm happy. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spin again if not in the lead. I actually am in the lead for once.
And there was the payday you
Thank
passed.
you.
10.
Just moving it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I
So
went past
2
the
paydays?
payday and landed on 1.
It's convenient you've got 100,000 payday,
It's
isn't
nice
it?
and easy to get that payout.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so it was 2 paydays for you as well.
But I paid 40,000 in taxes, so just give me 50,000, please.
Oh, I've already got your 180 out.
Oh,
Sorry.
boo.
What did you do?
Taxes due.
And how much were your taxes? 40.
40,000.
There's your change.
Thank you.
Okay. 1. So I can't land on Nathan, so I go ahead.
And you're also not in the lead, so you cannot spin again.
Yep, nope, not for me. I'm not in the lead.
try.
I mean, I am in the lead, I should say.
It's okay, Laura. It's getting late.
It's getting late.
2. 1, 2. Visit War Memorial.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky to read upside down. Sorry, so there's a
Thank you.
life token.
Your turn. 4.
Now we're heading towards retirement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trade salary cards with any player. That's an optional one, and I will decline because I now have the higher one.
You horrible person, you.
Gee, that's happened a lot more today than it ever happens normally.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, this one is... Apparently I'm destroying
You're
myself.
crashing again.
Hire jockey for your racehorse. Pay 65,000, but guess what, Laura?
You're the athlete. You've been lucky with those.
I have been very lucky.
Sometimes you don't land on any of your own.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I passed 2 paydays there.
There's actually a couple of nasty ones coming up right near the end.
Plant a tree. So I get a life tile for that.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Can't land on me.
Spin again if not in the lead. I am currently in the lead by 1, and I get my pay.
Yeah. Now, it can happen where, like, someone is over here near the end of the board and someone's over here. It doesn't matter. So,
Play continues.
You play until everybody reaches the
So
end.
if there's only one person left, they just keep spinning until they get to the end.
And everyone else just stares at them. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, pay. And pension, collect $20,000 times your spin.
Just get a 1.
Nothing.
I think it's 5.
5. All right. 20,000 times 5. So
The secret ingredient is
100,000?
cheating.
I see.
9. Could you
Do you want me to
please?
move?
Yeah.
Yes, this is Nathan's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's nowhere else to go. Oops, that's not your
9,000.
pay, is it?
But you know what it means that I'm there first?
Well, so Nathan's on the retire space. So you can go to Countryside Acres or Millionaire Estates.
Loserville, and this is the Nathan estate.
So, Millionaire Estates comes with the option, potentially, of getting 4 more life tiles.
Depending on how much cash you've got in hand.
Yes. So, if Nathan goes and retires at Millionaire Estates and I don't retire at the same place, he automatically gets those life tokens,
Ooh,
life
yeah.
tiles. If we both retire there, we have to count the cash on hand that we have, and then whoever has the highest cash gets those 4 to add at the end of the game.
Alright.
If you don't want to do that, you can go to Countryside Acres. Now, the reason you might go there is if you don't want people taking your life tokens, because after you're retired, if there's no more life tiles in the pile and someone else lands on one, they can take them from you still if you retire at Millionaire Estates.
Which doesn't
Can't do that here.
really happen if you've got 2 players.
Especially not when you're finishing the game at the very similar
Now, don't you
time.
get 1 token if you land on the country estate?
No.
No? Not at all.
No, I don't think so. Or maybe, no, you do, I think. You're
Yeah,
right.
I thought you got 1.
So where are you retiring?
Oh, God. Obviously, the Winterville.
Millionaire Estates? I don't know why I'm spinning. I'm only 1 space away. I'm going to go to Millionaire Estates too because I don't know who has the most cash. So, we are going to quickly count up our cash. Now, this doesn't mean whoever has the highest is the winner.
Because then you've got to count up with the amount of the life token values that you've collected throughout the game.
So let's count these up and we'll see. Okay, so Nathan has...
1,295,000.
And I have 1,460,000.
No,
So
fake votes. Count them again.
So I just had a bit more than Nathan in cash, so I get all 4 of these. Now, if by some miracle everyone who retires there has the same amount of
split
cash,
them.
you just split them in half, or I suppose it would be difficult if 3 players had equal, but I don't really see that happening. So, we can now have a look at all of the life tiles we had. Now, if there were other people still like coming around the board, we still had this many left in the draw pile. So there was still plenty. There was no risk this game of us having to take them from someone.
Would you like to know how much money I've got?
Sure. You've already added it up.
1,950.
Okay.
1,950,000.
Alright, so I look like I've got some fairly
Oh, yeah.
high valued ones
Yeah,
here.
okay.
So I'll take a minute to add that
Oh,
up.
come on. I'll show you what mine were while
Alright.
Laura does that. So I got Win Dance Contest. Right, Great American Novel. Jurassic Park, of course. Nobel Peace Prize. Humanitarian Award. And, of course, Climb Mount Everest. So, yeah. With those added up plus what I've got, it was 1,950,000-ish. Give or take.
Ish, okay.
Give or take a loss.
I'm still over here adding up, sorry.
Come on, let's spin to see what makes you go faster. A 10 means you go faster.
Oh, does it?
Laura.
You got a 10, did you? 8, 9. There, so I have 3,360,000.
God
Because
damn it.
Now, you see, the thing is, I know we were very similar with cash. These life ones make a huge difference.
Yeah.
So I had quite a few 200,000s, but I also had 2 of the 250,000
I had one of
ones.
those as
So
well.
when you have a few of those, a few 200,000s, it certainly adds up.
I
obviously got the benefit of having 4 extras at the end there as well.
I will mention other versions, particularly more modern ones, they balance the life tokens out. So instead of 250,000, the top ones say 50,000.
Yeah, but again, all the versions are quite different.
So yeah, this one definitely comes down to almost like how many of these you can get.
Yep, and I mean, sometimes it doesn't factor in at all. Sometimes it comes down to the cash in the game,
Well, if
your
I-
salary, if you didn't get to swap.
Yeah, if I stayed with 30,000, I would have been down way more.
Yeah. If I didn't get homeowners insurance, I would have had a lot less cash because I would have had my house flooded and was it tornado, I think
Yeah,
I
so
landed on.
160,000-ish, so.
Yeah, it's a really great game. I really like this version. This is my favourite version, but that's probably because I've had it for so long. Some of the other versions are certainly great as well, but there's a few that have some odd things.
Let us know if you've played other versions and what's different compared to what you've played to this one.
And do you want to see us do more of the different versions of Game of Life? Because we do have some other other.
And
ones.
one more question. Do you like these long playthroughs? This is probably going to be at least 40-minute video, I think.
Don't know. We'll see. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know all those things we just asked down below. Hit that subscribe button and check back soon because we have videos every single Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.